Trying to fix this. Fix this. Alright. Sorry for the long introduction. Just trying to get all the audio options set up real quick. There we go. Okay, so just to make a quick video, had one of my buddies let me know that he needed an explanation on what For Honor is. Luckily, it's a new season called Heresy. I'm going to be going over just the basics for it. So let me get logged in real quick. See, even with a PS5, slow times are slow. Let's see. There we go. It's loading in now. There we go. Okay, so kind of the main things to focus on that was asked about was what the multiplayer really is, the story mode, arcade, custom match. I'm gonna go ahead and start with custom first. With custom, if you can have it to, let's say 8 people in your party, you can set up your own matches such as Breach. Let's see, here we go. Tribute, Dominion, Brawl, Duel, Breach, Skirmish, and Elimination, as well as all the finer details, the rules that would go into it. Most commonly what these are used for is personal tournaments, anybody who, just has to set up their own, settle a bet, so to speak. Bots are optional as well in case you need a full party. It's also good for just getting any practice in. However, I would highly recommend sticking with the multiplayer. Let's see, Samurai has won the Faction Challenge. Okay, that's pretty good. Not too bad. There's my steel. But right now, as you can see, we have our Heresy of the Relics event going on. We have our duel, one-on-one duel, the ranked beta duel, and the 2v2 brawl. We have a mode called Breach, which is one of my personal favorites. 4v4, basically a defend the castle type of thing. Give me 1 second. There's also another setup with Dominion, which is going to be basically your capture the objective. You have Tribute, to where you can gain, like it says here, secure the offerings and gain the blessings of the gods for you and your team. Steal your enemies' offerings and make sure they can't steal yours. You can also do deathmatch. In this one, it's going to set you with 2 different ones. So you have your skirmish and elimination modes. Defeat the enemy team by reaching 1,000 points in skirmish, or destroy all the heroes, no respawn in elimination mode. Each one of these ones you can set up to where it's player versus player, or how I like to do for my practice is do player versus AI. This way you're still able to complete all of your orders for the day, which is what's going to get you your steel, XP points, battle pass points, any resources that you're trying to gather. See, I've completed 2 of my contract orders, and then we have our daily orders. So your daily orders will reset within the 24 hours. Your contract orders are going to stay within 48 hours. Which this one's going to be resetting tonight. These will be reset tonight as well. Pardon me, excuse me. And then there's your story mode, which is what I highly recommend starting out with, especially if you're starting a brand new game. See, I'm going to go ahead and run through the first mission. I'm going to go ahead and do it on, let's do normal, just to run through it. You get to select your passives, which normally I will go with Flesh Wound, take less damage, and then you passively gain, let's see, full strength parries, passive gain a moderate damage boost on every parry for 15 seconds. This is more for like the, how do I say, not necessarily pros, but those who have played the game for a little bit. Tough as Nails is also a really good one, raises your max health by 25%. You can activate Shield. Regenerate is excellent. I definitely recommend it for the higher difficulties, either this one or Shield. Unblockable isn't necessary because the character you're starting out with, Warden, every second heavy attack is automatically going to be an unblockable. Executioner is definitely one of the ones I run personally with most of my own characters. But I'm going to go ahead and just run those two for now. During the story, you can find these things called observables, which will lay out more details into why the world is rotating the way it is, or why everything is the way it is. Then you have your breakables, finding all the unlockables.
That day I learned that I was serving the wrong
Sorry, let me pause for a second.
Purvis Daubeny.
Defend the walls!
The day that I met the Blackstone Legion and Holden Cross.
Come out! Daubeny! It doesn't have to be like this! Keep them off the walls! My lord. Break it down! Break it down!
So this, just part of the story mode, is going to be kind of a taste of the Breach multiplayer mode. Of course, we're on the defending side. It's not as intricate during multiplayer.
I had a job to do. I need to get moving. The Blackstones were coming up the east wall.
So you can see. Where's that? There's an observable right there. There it is.
Holden Cross. My second in command and my most stalwart ally. Holden is a practical man of limited ambition, but of endless talent. We are fortunate to have him.
So the voice behind the observables, her name is Apollyon. You'll meet her later on in the game itself. Kind of like the main villain. But later on you'll see it later. So this one's going to be basically our setup, how to play, your basic steps. See, going into guard mode. There we go. Practice our blocks, just for the beginning. There we go, something super simple. Of course, like I said, you have your observables. I personally haven't found all of them yet.
Reinforcements were coming. I needed to hold that wall.
There we go. So heavy moves are pretty much be your best friend. You will have your gankings. So you have multiple enemies all at once. Despite this game being called For Honor, you'll rarely ever find some people who actually play it with honor, so to speak. Run through. So we got our pickups, of course, abilities to use. Really, during easy and normal, you don't necessarily need them, but good to use. There we go. So everybody can heal. Called zone attack. Good for clearing out the area full of the minions. Perform zone attack to be your right bumper and right trigger at the same time. Grab this real quick. You get your danger zones. Let's see, what am I doing? Go ahead, run up. Here's one of our executions. Executions, when you're running Executioner, they're going to give you a boost in health, or temporarily. That also grant any health that you've lost. Here are your breakables. You can find every single one, you'll get a boost in steel game. Okay, let's run through everything.
That is how it is done, you see?
There is friendly fire in this game, so... So here I'm out of stamina. You can still do your block. You don't have to still move in and out of combat.
That catapult's still ready to fire. Charge! Ha! Through the breach!
Here we go.
Get their leader! Stop me!
Drop down attacks are pretty much almost guaranteed insta kills.
That battery would end this fight.
There we go. See, I'm locked onto one, but I was still able to defend attacks from another. Go ahead and do a different execution. There we go. During multiplayer, your executions are going to be your best friend. Because it makes it to where they can't be revived, which will help you keep the flow of battle turn to your favor. There we go. That character there with the pole arm is called the Lawbringer. One of the playable characters in the multiplayer sequence.
Stop! Dominique! Dominique, show yourself!
That one there, as well as the character I was playing now, is called the Warden.
These warriors don't have to die. Trial by combat, right now.
What? Fight you? That's not a trial. That's an execution.
Then fight my second.
You will be my second.
All right, then. If I refused, there would be a slaughter. He was a warden too, or had been. He's good. I needed to win, but not for me. We were still at their mercy.
It will not do for a knight of the Blackstone Legion to be defeated by a common mercenary. Kneel. For valor in battle, for honor and service, I, Holden Cross, raise you. Stand. Knight of the Blackstone Legion.
And just like that, it could get conscripted into another service.
We're finished here.
I think he just leaves his helmet behind.
Come on.
That was how I joined the Blackstone Legion.
So see right there, that's kind of the story mode. You'll have your observables, your breakables to go through. What is it? How do I say? So first part you're going to play through as the knights. I'm going to go ahead and just skip through. So yeah, you'll have your knights, then you'll start going into the Viking section, and then finally the samurai. As far as multiplayer, these go on for quite a while, so I'll have to do a separate video for those. Breach usually lasts about 20-25 minutes, depending on how good of a team you have, and if you're playing against bots or not. Pretty much the same thing for most of them. I mean, duel and brawl is like your basic, so I'm gonna go ahead and do just I'm gonna verse against an AI, just to show what the duel looks like. And then after that, I think I'm going to call it at the end of this one. But if you guys have any more suggestions as to what you guys want to see, most of you would arrange to find my Instagram, _ace, and just shoot me a message like, hey, this is what I want to see, or if you have any questions that you want to know. Come on, man, I gotta run the crusade. How many XP? So, as I said, this is just kind of going through, showing what each part means, kind of what it is. So, even here, I might even get my behind handed to me. Depending on your stats in each section will depend on the level of bots that you play against when you're doing like the practice mode. So I think right now all mine are at level 2. Oh, you can't even see with the freaking barrel in the way. Makes the game more terrifying.
Victory! Round 2.
See, for the bots, like I said, it's good when you need to do your orders, or if you're just, needing a warm-up, looking for some extra XP. Oh, that's one thing too. If you ever running against like your player, I recommend running fast executions, just so that you're able to get them out of the fight as quickly as possible and recover health as quickly as possible.
Round 3.
So like the first execution I did, that was one of the longer ones. You'll gain more health, but you run the risk of... Let's see if I can do it. We're gonna do a bulwark flip. Oh, I messed that one up. Oh no. Me personally, I'm not very good against parrying. Just never really have been. My reflexes aren't the fastest. See, I hear it. There. I died at that one.
Round 4.
There we go, come on. Oh, it's not letting me do my flip. Here we go, so this is one of the longer executions. Yes, it'll gain me more health, but it takes so much longer. And if someone happens to come and interrupt you during the long execution, they won't properly execute them, so they can still be revived. So the faster ones, like I said, there are lots of pros and cons to it. I prefer fast, just to get it done over with. See, good way to earn, do your orders, earn any steel that you may need, any XP. During this time, you can also move your war banner depending on which faction you're signed up with. So me, I've been with the Knights since day 1. So I'm going to deploy mine here. But yeah, as I said, just kind of showing that real quick. Every now and then, about once a month, you'll have an event going on. You can get exclusive item looks. So for my main character that I run, which is going to be Blackprior, the custom blade for this event looks like this. Super sick looking. I highly recommend playing this game with a group of people, just because you guys have increased communication. Because during multiplayer lobbies, if you don't have very good communication, you will just get absolutely destroyed. So, once you get into the second, or into your higher rankings, so like, let me go and show leveling real fast. So my lower character, I have at level 8 for my gladiator. If I go to customize, so right in the middle of the screen, there are the different markings. So what I'm maxed out at was at 790 Galestorm is the perk. Upon hero kill, gain 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. You can adjust the perks to however you need. However, sorry man, I cannot speak today. When you're first, like before you reach Reputation 1, I'd say just run one perk. Once you get into the higher levels, you'll have access to the better abilities. So like with my Black Friar, I'm running Remedy and Bastion. So Remedy is upon hero kill, heal plus 10 health. And then Bastion, when in the zone and carrying a banner or offering, gain 10% damage resistance. So with Breach and with Dominion, this is a really good setup to run. Just because I can knock out my executions real quick, get healed, and then while I'm capturing a point, gain 10% damage resistance. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's extremely helpful. Then you have your abilities that you unlock. So it's all depends on your playstyle. So personally for me, I like to run a tank. So I need things that'll heal me really well, keep me on the move, so to speak. But you can also set it up to match your own playstyle. But arcade, you have your weekly quests, each one being at a different level. Toughest being legendary, but as you can see on the right side, it has recommended gear rank. None of mine are up there. I can probably do the heroic, but even then it's still really, really tough. I usually tend to do common and rare just to be able to push through the quests themselves. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. And then, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions of what you need explained, or if you guys want to see a certain part in more detail, just drop a comment, hit me up on Instagram, whatever help works for you guys, and just let me know. Alright, you guys have a good one.